Hello and welcome to this edition of Ripoff Products Review. Today we have something very special. Something that you might have around your house and something that you might bring on vacation if you go on vacations, I guess. And if you bring cameras, you'll know that you could buy those little, dispensable kind. But who wants to do that? Because you're spending more money in about, 10 of those than you would with actually just buying, a real camera. But I bought this at Walgreens because I found it and I thought it would be, something cool to review. You can kind of see it in the Ferrari over there. See it? Woo! Alright. But, what this is, well, this. It's a camera. This camera is from, like I said, Walgreens. It is not great at all. No brand, as you can see. No brand. And overall, its pictures are god-awful. Okay, I can't show you one right now because it doesn't want to work on my computer because I updated it. But, yeah, here, freaking wrist strap. Alright, see this? This lies. This 100K pixels is a lie. It does not do megapixels. It does 100K, which sucks a giant donkey. And the screen doesn't do jack crap. All this screen does is show you basically how many pictures you've taken. Well, that's real informative, because you can't even tell what your picture looks like until you plug it into your computer after you get home from vacation. Wonderful. Yeah, so you could have taken what you thought were the greatest pictures in the world, but when you got back, you actually wound up taking the crappiest pictures in the world. Nice job, China. You and your crap products. Alright, but anyway, I'm going to turn this thing on. It says hello when you turn it on, just like any piece of crap does. If I take a picture, you get this annoying red light. Yeah. If it doesn't have enough light, it doesn't take a picture. The viewfinder, don't know if you can see through that. The viewfinder kind of works. It's not great, but it's not, horrible either. The downside to this thing that I found was that it does not have a memory card for you to check the, how many pictures you've taken. Like you can't transfer the card out of this and put it in like a PlayStation 3 or something and, look at your pictures on there. I found this good for, throwing at people. Haha, I threw it at someone and it didn't fall apart. It has this awful little USB connection just like every rip-off product does. And I don't know if you wanted to buy one of these, it'd be okay. They're like $3, but I wouldn't recommend getting one for long-term use. I've had this for about a year, and I've used it once, and only once. I've only used this once. Yeah, I went on vacation one time. Bad mistake. The pictures that I took came out, and they were crappy. Yeah, see how big this circle is? Well, the lens in here is actually way down inside this little pit. And I wish I had more light because I'd show you. It's not, anything super special. I mean, look at this. It's just like a ring. It makes it look like it has a big lens, and it doesn't. And that little silver thing right there, that little silver bar, does absolutely nothing. Nothing whatsoever that I could find. It doesn't have a memory card, so all it takes is these batteries that just rolled away. It doesn't have a thing, and it looks like that if I pulled on this hard enough, it looks like I could just break this right off anyway, which would not be good because then I can't use it. Not to say that I'm using it. So, all in all, you've got yourself a cheap camera, but the question is, do you want to use said cheap camera? So, when all else fails, go for the cheap. But if you're looking for something more practical, you're going to want to go with a Fujifilm. I'm just saying. And if you need something to store them on, use one of these. And if you're looking for something to destroy it with, use one of these. Or if you want to bury it with something, you could bury it with these. I found out that this camera, I bought it for like 20 bucks, not worth it. I got ripped off, definitely. I don't think you can read this, but apparently there was only like 6 of these made in that store that they sold so far. I can tell why now. And Ashens, if you ever watch this video, do you want this wrist strap thing? Because I have like 20 bazillion of them, and I know you do too. So, yeah. Well, that's it for this piece of crap. That's it for this. Well, I actually didn't throw it. I didn't mean to throw it, but I did mean to do this. And, well, that's about it for that review. Stay tuned next week for, you guessed it, those rip-off TV remotes that make you think you're getting something when you're not. Oh, and I also have this, which looks like the fat Game Boy. It even says Nintendo Game Boy. Well, guess what? It's not Nintendo. And I'll show you next review when I turn this thing on. Goodbye.